Hello, hello, everybody. Brian from World War II. A little early. Making sure everything's good. Hey, baby, can you do me a favor?
What?
What the fuck? Can you give me my glasses? They're in my backpack. Can't see anything. Yeah, so again, early. Hey, nerd, what's going down? Thank you, baby. What's happening? What's happening? Tonight we're just kind of just killing time. Killing time for what? In between like work or just killing time in general? I got my old man glasses on. I'm gonna do a little hobbying while I'm talking to everybody tonight. But yeah, so if you guys are out there, obviously you guys can hear me. We're a little early. Make sure everything's working right. Getting my stuff together here. Mel will be in the background. She's playing some Skyrim, vegging. Honestly, this week work has been pretty heavy, and I didn't have a chance to think about anything, what to talk about this week. So I said we just do a free for all. I'll do a little hobby in here while we play, maybe chat about whatever weird warness you guys got going down, or show off some of the stuff I'm working on here. Should be cool. It'll show up. Still got a couple minutes. So, nerd, if you're still on board, did you get any hobbying in this week or this weekend at all? I didn't do shit. Did we do anything? We didn't. No, we just vegged this weekend. Adam, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Oh. Saw that last video you did, man. It's pretty cool. That crazy ass battle going down. Oh, really? You knocked out a couple 3D models on Colts. Look at you, dude. You doing 3D? Did you get a 3D printer, or did you put some up? Oh, it looks like you printed up some. Look at you going the way of the 3D printer. That's what I'm talking about. It's the wave of the future. Oh, right on. So you're dustifying stuff. Very cool. That's right. That's right. Do you play dust, or do you just collect the dust stuff? Oh, that's right. Very cool. What's the weather like down in Australia right now? Is it cold, or are you guys still it's okay to a game in the backyard? Do all those birds that we hear in your videos, do they fly like away like during the fucking winter? They're still down there. Yeah, I hear that, nerd. There's shit. Just never seems enough time to do any kind of hobbying. So it's cold, huh? It's just so weird, man. It's like up in Texas right now. It's like, what's our heat index up here, baby? Like 116 or some shit. It's just so weird to think. Like you're down in Australia now, freezing your ass off, and we're up in Texas just fucking baking. It's nuts. Nerd, where are you at? glasses on, my old man glasses. Let me see what the hell's going down. Hopefully I don't show off my nostrils too much here. Okay, so they're kind of, they stick around. Yeah, shit, dude. During the winter in here in Texas, man, all the birds are gone. Nothing sticks around. They all head south or wherever they go. Undisclosed bunker in the U.S. There you go. That's a good answer. It's a good answer. All right, guys. So it's 8:00. Time to ring the bell. World War II is on the march. So tonight, I didn't have enough time to really research anything. I was thinking about doing a really controversial show, but I didn't have enough chance to like research it and stuff and like come up with some cool stuff. So I just decided we'd just do like a free for all. So the phones are open. I should say the chat is open. You guys have any questions for me? If you have any cool you guys have any cool websites to visit, or you go watch any cool movies, or read some cool books, or anything weird, or even World War II, feel free to let loose and let's gab about it. I'm also going to do a little bit of hobby in here. So in front of me right now, I'm gonna base some stuff here. So first thing I got here is I've got the Ike's. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's so glossy. Ike's Angels from Dragon Bait Minis. I'm gonna base these bad boys. They're kind of like characterful superheroes. Let's see what we got here. So and they've got Dragon Bait's got some great Weird World War II stuff. They've got Japanese zombies. So there you go, Adam. If you want to delve into the weird, Unit 7 jerk faces, stomping around China doing experiments and making Japanese zombies. They make some pretty cool Japanese zombies. But they also make there's also the dragon ladies. It's like Chinese. They might be Japanese. They're kind of like Japanese dragon women, dragon ladies. Like the kimono wearing badass dragon ladies. There's it's funny because in Brian, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we're talking all things zombies, dude. There's always zombies in Weird World War II. Brian hosts a mini warm-up channel. He is a zombicide nut. Loves it. Got it all. He's been painting like a madman too. I haven't done shit on my painting challenge, man. I got that new job. It's just been kicking my ass. I haven't had any time really to do anything. But yeah, I see that you're just hammering away, man. That's awesome. I saw a little Tiny Tim, female, I can't. You guys can see that shit. Some glare. Anyway, go to Dragon Bait Minis. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here's a Russian, a female Russian, and then we've got. I think this is a female French resistance chick. She got a little beret on her with a Thompson. And then we've got, and it looks like here we go, Adam. We got an Aznak or Australian. She's got a Bren. Hell yeah. Bringing the pain to the Japanese invaders. Then, of course, we got our sexy G.I. Jane. Boobs hanging out. Thompson. She got a couple of grenades on her boobs, and she's chomping on a stogie. Can't get more American than that. Then I think we got a British officer, kind of looks like African, in North Africa. She got her umbrella, a little Webley. And then I think this is a Dutch. Yeah, I think that's Dutch. They got those kind of coned helmets, and she's got a bomb, a timed dynamite bomb. And then we got a couple. There you go, little Australian critters. We got a koala with a knife and a kangaroo punching some shit, punching some Nazis or punching some Japs. Woo! That's some good shit. That's some fun stuff. Yeah, man, I was like surprised. I mean, I called you out, Adam, to do something for Weird World War II Day, but you didn't, man. You bastard. Betrayed me. But yeah, that was fun. We had a good turnout. A lot of people showed off a lot of their weird lore. It's pretty cool. I was really impressed on all the and all the activity that everybody did. That was awesome. We're gonna do that every year. So, June 13th every year will be official Weird World War II Day. So if you got some big project, show off, that's the day. Or you got like some mini lines or some sort of cool like product coming out, a Weird World War II. That's the day to release it. Everybody will be watching all the sites for the Weird World War II stuff. 20 mil, huh? Yeah. Godspeed. I don't have anything in 20 mil, man. Nothing. It's a great scale though. But yeah, so let's see, I'm working on those, and then I've got these are Japanese zombies. These are from Brother Vinny. They have a set of like a pack of 4 or 5, and they come with their there's a couple differences. They're all kind of like shambling. And then Dragon Maid also makes some Jap zombies too. They've got now they have some arms that you can put, like they have weapons or something in them too if you want to weaponize your Zeds. But yeah, and then they got like man, I forgot I had so many shit. I just picked up some Chessex cases. I had to buy 3 more Chessex figure cases to fit all my bullshit in. Still, my favorite way to keep my minis in order. Those classic Chessex gray boxes. I love those things. Oh, we got a gaming con in October. Very cool. I want to say there was one down there a couple months ago. One of the big ones. Can't remember what it was called though. I saw there's some guys down there. Bring in Battle. I want to say what their channel. Let me see what their channel is real quick. I think it's Bring in Battle Gaming or something like that. And I can't remember where they're at though. But they're down in Australia. They do mostly like 40K, and they do like oh hell, let me see, 40K, and then like bolt action. I think they do some like historical, like maybe some I don't know, some. Let's see. Let me get their link. There it is. I think that hook up with those dudes and see. So what's the gaming like down in like the con gaming down in Sydney? Is it just the same shit like the big label games? I mean, it's so funny. I was like, I'll look up wargaming, right, on YouTube, and I'm telling you guys, it is like the same shit over and over. It seems it's all fucking 40K or bolt action. There might be some chain of command. You'll have all the warlord, historicals, but there's very little like just off the, kind of, non-mainstream on there. It seems. I mean, you can find the channels, but it just seems that most people making like battle reports or doing stuff are the big games, and it sucks. It's boring because I'll watch battle report, like I'll watch Pope Alley. They do like a battle report every Sunday, which is cool. I'll check out that game, and then Adam will do his Japanese and Chinese stuff, which is rare. Most people don't play Chinese fucking at all, so it's refreshing to see those kind of games. And then we do Weird War stuff. Not a lot of people do battle reports for Dust. I've seen all the Dust battle reports. You know, we put. Oh, geez, what is it? You know, there's our stuff. You know, it's funny because I enjoy watching me and Mel play because it's so funny because we always fucking with each other. But just like there's not a lot of people that aren't playing like the mainstream shit, and it just gets redundant and kind of boring. I mean, all the models look beautiful. You know, a lot of the models look great, but it's just, and it's the same thing. Lots of historical, lots of 40K bolt action. Oh, that's cool. Bolt action at 15 mil. Hobby homies. Hobby homies. Let me look that up, dude. Hobby homies. Yeah. So if you guys have any cool um, YouTube outlets, let us know, man. Because seriously, I'm like, you know, I have seen most of the shit that isn't like all the weird, all the different stuff. Hobby home. I think I've seen these guys. They do like a podcast. Oh, maybe I haven't. I'll have to check these out. So they do. What are they doing? Just whatever. Shatterpoint, Country Roadsy. Okay, so these are more kind of like indie games. That's cool. Um, there's not a lot of me being the weird war weirdo that I am. There's not a lot of people playing Weird War. Tiki started up his new channel. He centers on Conflict 47. I'm waiting for some of him. I'm waiting for him to do some battle reports. So hopefully he'll start getting some sort of format to start throwing down some battle reports, which would be cool. Then again, Pulp Alley's cover because Dave and Bessie they do a fucking Sunday game every fucking week, like consistently for years. So it's like it's a live game. And if you ever want to play, guys, swing over to Pulp Alley's YouTube channel, and you can sign up. And you can they do like a live YouTube game, and they got it down. They got it down really well where they can they have cameras pointing down at the table, and I've played it several times on their games. It's a lot of fun, and their tables are beautiful. Let's see, Yam Hub. Yam Hub. Let's see what that is. Is that a porn site? I guess I hope that's a YouTube channel. Yam Hub. We're also on what other sites are we on here? We're on BitChute. BitChute's been getting a lot like our videos. I post everything. Most of the stuff I post that's under like an hour on our YouTube channel, I'll post over at BitChute. And but BitChute had some interesting channels. I came across one guy's channel, and he's on here every once in a while. My subscription. He I cannot remember. I just totally forgot his fucking name. It's not because I don't care. It's because I'm an old fucker who has memory issues. Oh man, what is? It's something lab. Attention span lab. Yeah, attention span lab. So yeah, attention span lab. So the guy who does that one, he does some K-47 stuff, some Weird War stuff, but he's also I believe he's a comic book writer. So, and I used to be really big into comic books. So it's kind of cool. Him and his crew, they kind of talk about, their take on comics. Like they're more like gold. They're more like classic comics. Maybe, they're more of the mindset of like I want to say the 70s and 80s. That's when I grew up. They're not into this like the comics today. They're kind of cheesy in my opinion. But yeah, Attention Span Lab is pretty cool. They got some different stuff. I enjoy watching that one. But yeah, so BitChute, there's a few sites on there. There's one guy. So Brian, there's a guy on there. Man, I cannot. Was it Wild West something? What's the Weird West one that's real popular right now? Um, I just went blank. The kind of like the steampunk Old West game. Anyway, he does a bunch of those, so that might be interesting. I think he has a YouTube channel too, but I can't fucking remember what it was. Wild West Exodus, I think is what that's called. Wild West Exodus. Yeah, I haven't looked up Yam Hub. Hold on. Yam Hub. Yam Hub. D-Day Hero. What is this? Let's check this shit out. Oh, is this like video games, or is he doing like? Oh, is he doing stories? Like 3D stories? That's kind of cool. I enjoy. There's a guy doing like oh man, what the fuck was that called? Again, guys, I remember. Let me see if I can find that other guy. I'm gonna check out this Yam Hub. That looks kind of cool. We're an animated film studio that produce films about history. That's kind of cool. I have to check that out. I've linked that and give that a go. Yam Hub, guys, or Yarn. Excuse me. Is it Yarn Hub?
Yarn Hub is for knitters.
No, it's excuse me. It's Yarn Hub, not Yam. It's Yarn. From here, it looks like a yam. Fucking eyes, old man eyes. But where the hell? But yeah, so you were talking about comic books, right? I was reading the Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. Oh man, written by Bruce Campbell from the famous Bruce Campbell of Evil Deads and Briscoe County Jr. and Bubba Hotep and all that shit, right? Okay, so look, the artwork is great. Artwork's fantastic. The story's not bad either, right? But that Bruce Campbell never fucking read a Sergeant Rock book before he wrote one. I mean, Sergeant Rock doesn't even, he's chewing on a stogie. That's rare. Maybe his early incarnations, like when they were trying to flush him out, he was chomping on a stogie. And then there's like Easy is different. There's some new guys, and like Bulldozer looks like, I don't know what the fuck he looks like, but I don't think, and this is just me, and guys, I had every appearance of Sergeant Rock and all the like Braves of the Bold and all the like weird crossovers from the 70s, the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I had Army at War 81, Army at War 83. I had all the Army at Wars with him in it. But anyway, that's my favorite comic book character. And it's when you read it, it's not Rock and Easy. It's just some fucking other squad or some stuff. But it's, Rock was a man of very few words. And I don't know, I don't think it captures doesn't capture it, but yeah. My glasses, man. I need them. Can't go anywhere with these things. You should see me at work. I'm like trying to measure this shit, right? I'm like, I cannot fucking see. I had to start bringing my glasses to work, man. I couldn't see shit. But yeah, so I mean, if you can read it if you're not a Sergeant Rock fan, like an old fan, like old Gronard kind of Sergeant Rock guy, I'd say skip it. Because it's not Sergeant Rock. But if you're into just weird World War II stuff, it's a fun read. It's like zombies, like Sergeant Rock and Easy have to take out the Germans' new like resurrection troops. They're reincarnating all their dead troops to fight on the front. So it's your just same, it's fucking same trope over and over. It's the same thing, but it's fun. It's a fun read, but it's not Sergeant Rock. But whatever. Again, I'm an old Gronard. But yeah, so cannot find Wild West Exodus. West Exodus. Whoop, I misspelled that shit. Exodus. No, I'm looking this up for you, Brian, because I know you're a fan of that with the West stuff. Maybe Mike the War Host. I think Mike the War Host. Um, let me see if he has a YouTube channel. Mike the War Host. Yeah, so he has a YouTube channel too. So he has a. I saw him on BitChute originally. Let me see if I can link. I don't know if I've asked you guys to stick links on the chats, and I don't know if they coming through. They come through on my side, but maybe there's some sort of setting that doesn't let you guys put links on the on your end. But you can always, if there's ever any cool links that you want to show folks, you can always just go to like the Facebook channel, or not the Facebook channel, Facebook group, group, and throw up some links on there and let people check them out. But yeah, Brian, that Mike the War Host, he does all those Wild West Exodus. You might give it a look, and I think they're older because he's been playing it like when it first came out. He was like doing like mission, or like he was doing like a unit analysis for like all the different kind of war bands they have in the game. So it might be interesting to check out for you and give you maybe some ideas, or even get into the game. I'm not sure if you play the game. I know you got a bunch of the scenery, but I know that you're a fan of Fistful of Lead guys stuff. But it might be a way to just check out something different, something new, give you some ideas. HS, welcome, dude, from the warm wastes of Alaska. Yeah, we were just talking about Adam down in Australia, which I haven't mentioned, guys. Adam does the excellent China. Jeez, I just went blank, dude. I forgot your fucking channel name, dude. Wargaming China. Jeez. Oh shit. Hey baby, can you grab my plug? My battery's about to go dead. Quick. Sorry guys. My computer's about to go dead. Just stay with. You have me fast. Plug it in right there. Plug it in. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I would get up, guys, but I don't have any pants on. I don't.
Wear fucking pants.
I don't want you guys to see my junk. Thank you, baby. My love. My love. Coming in through a pinch. In the pinch. See? Thank you, sweetheart. Woo! Man, you got a waist. She's like, I'm coming. My master.
Shut up. Lord.
But yeah, let's but yeah, HS, man, what's going down in Alaska up there? Did you get any gaming in this weekend? Wargaming China, by the way, folks. Trucks here, got it. Oh, okay, man. Take it easy, Adam. Okay, so is he? Okay, that's cool. No junk. Yes, you're safe, folks. You are safe because of Mel's intervention. But yeah, are you gonna try to? Are you gonna go? So this is to Brian. Are you gonna try to go up to their con next year or this year or whenever they do it? I know you probably get a kick out of seeing all those guys live. Guys, it seems like you guys have become a pretty cool crew. A lot of that's cool. You found kind of like your tribe, man. That's cool. You guys are all like doing those live chats and stuff. It's pretty neat. It's cool to see gamers, meet up and do their shit and friend up and stuff, and make it like a regular thing. But yeah, so someone let me know about there's a new Weird War comic book coming out called, it was like Division 6, or no, Project 666, the number of the beast. That's not how it's sung, but that's how I get in the shower. Let me check it out here. Yeah, so Unit 666. It looks pretty sweet, dude. It looks like a bunch of Brits. There's a British unit. There are all these characters and shit. There's like a dude, like a knight, with a big claymore and shit. Big old redheaded Scott. And then there's like there's like I guess there's a German version. You got the sexy Nazi she-wolf, big titties. It looks like damn monsters or like zombie, like I don't know what the fuck these are, like Nazi monsters. And there's like a Nazi knight. It's kind of cool looking. To check that. They got like a Kickstarter kicking in. Let me throw that Kickstarter up. See if you guys want to check it out. Unit 666 might be interesting to some of you guys. You can also see that on our YouTube group too. Oh, Facebook. I don't know what that link is, so I think it's going to the. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know, just look it up because it's not letting me put the link in for some reason. Good Lord, that's a huge link. I know. Today I got online. I looked at our channels on our channel, and it was 420, dude. We had 420 folks. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is kind of a trip, guys. So I'm going through the YouTube trying to find some inspiration or whatever, and I looked at Weird War or whatever, and somebody started a Weird Warhammer, right? So I think it's called Weird Warhammer, right? And I'm like, and he's like, he's talking about, yeah, we want to, kind of bring it back to how it was when, GW or a bunch of, gamers and collectors and shit or whatever. And Sean, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. And he's like, he's talking about, he wants to kind of like the weird aspect of the Warhammer, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And he's like, and then in one of his videos, he says, let's keep this weird. I'm like, oh, dude, you fucking be nice. Don't steal my fucking tagline. But no, so if you're into, I don't even know. Again, he's a brand new channel. I guess he's like a professional painter, whatever the fuck that is. And he's doing a bunch of Warhammer stuff, but he's doing it like on the weird side, like kind of more like the Rogue Trader-esque style. So that might, if you guys are into the older field, which I am, I'm into the older kind of Rogue Trader, not the fucking regimented fucking army list and point costs and all this bullshit. I like the more kind of off the fly, loose gaming, story based stuff that we used to play back in Rogue Trader. So I might be checking that out. So Weird Warhammer. Give that guy a look-see to see if that's something that you're into. I've been what else have I been doing gaming wise? We're gonna try to play a game next week.
Yeah.
Next week. Tomorrow?
No.
I asked Mel, when are we gonna play? And I go, next week. She's like, whenever. And I'm like, oh, so tomorrow. She's like, no. Mel's feeling a little burnout. But she did propose something to me, guys. She said that she would paint some stuff for money. For money. I'm like, what?
For you, not no.
Well, for me, yeah, for me. She only charges me. But so I'm like, really? So she wants a bigger allowance. So she'll get more money if she paints my shit.
Probably never gonna happen.
Never gonna fucking happen. Never gonna happen. It's up to me. So okay. So guys, I like on my shit on my table, right? I'm like showcasing all the shit that I own, and I'm building stuff and I'm putting things together. But my God, it is so hard for me to commit to paint. My God. No one's late, man. It's Weird War, dude. You can just jump in whenever you feel like it. What set of rules? Okay, so my rules, guys. So look, a lot of people ask me about that. So I play my own set of rules. Now, Me saying that, they're a heavily modified version of the old Battleground World War II system. Okay, but it's my whole creation. Like I mean, it's roughly the core rules, but then it's me coming in here and just really jet. Now this is my rule book, guys. Now again, it's not full of rules, but it's all of my shit. This is my Weird Lore 2 headquarters. Look at that. I got in case someone steals my shit or I lose it, email me because all my shit's in here. I bought, my old lady bought this from me from Goodwill. I love this little fan folder thing. It's badass. But so, again, it's just here's the rules. So it's about that thick. And it's just my rules, But it's basically the Battleground, the old Easy 8 Battleground Weird Lore 2 rules that I've just modified over the years. So if you guys are if you guys, as you're watching, as you're playing the game, okay, guys, so I have most of it typed up. So this is what happened. Last year, my computer fucking fried. I mean, it fried. And it fucked up everything I own. I'm like, I had back in the day when the Trove was around, I had every D&D 3.5 and every first edition Pathfinder. I had every wargaming rule book, everything on my computer. And when my computer fried, everything was blanked. And a lot of my Battleground, my Battleground Weird World War II that I had typed up and I had done, the finished copy was fried too. So I have a bless you, baby. I have a lot of that stuff handwritten, but I just haven't retyped it. So I lost access to everything, the refined version. And I had kind of like a living rule book on my blog, which I still do, but someone was telling me that the links to those aren't working for some reason. So I need to fuck with that. I'm not a big tech guy, so I'll need to, and it's all for free, guys. I mean, I don't want any money. I just, if you guys want to play my game, that's awesome. You're more than happy, to play it, check it out, and give me some insight on what you think. But I need to get those links up somehow and try to type the rest of that shit up. Let's see what we got here. So HS. No, so you play Conflict 47 a mix of Vor. Yeah. Vor was pretty cool, man. It had some cool rules to it. There's an interesting story how they all kind of a reason why all these belligerents are fighting against each other, because it gets sucked into with the Maw or the Vor, and they're all fighting on the same planet or whatever it is. It's pretty interesting. That's cool. Yeah, Brian says you rock. Dude, she's your biggest fan, Brian. Oh, shit, whatever. You get that. Mini Warmat says, yeah, my rules never allow Mel to win any kind of game system.
No, there's always a rule tucked into
shit,
the
whatever.
second folder from the back.
That fucking woman, it's she doesn't read any fucking rules, guys. So it's
I'm naturally talented.
She's naturally talented. That's what she just fucking said. So it's when she wants to do something and there's some sort of modifier or something, and she's like, wait a minute, you didn't tell me that. I'm like, look, it's in the fucking rule book. Just read it and you'll know. She's like, that's your job to read the rule book. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. All right, man. Have fun. Man, Brian is a taco enchilada. He's like a Mexican food eating nut. All right, man, Brian. Take it easy, brother. Oh yeah, Battleground's great, dude. I love it. It's my favorite by far rule system. I dig it. Aliens, yeah, that's cool. The zombie thing is kind of overdone, but again, I mean, if you play it right, or refreshing, we haven't got to it yet in our campaign. I kind of have a storyline, and in a certain year, there's something called the Turning, and it's something happens to the world, and the dead just rise up to feast on the living. That's it. There's no fucking, you don't control them. There's no reason. There's no rhyme. It just no one knows why it's happening. It's just happening, and they're just consuming everybody. So it's like just imagine the war dead in World War II, on those fronts, just rising up and feeding on whoever's closest to them. There's no friend or foe. They just fucking eat everybody, and you can't kill them. They're already fucking dead. So you gotta produce so much damage to the body that it's can't function in that manner to eat you. So you gotta blow them up or catch them on fire while their flesh is gone. And so it makes zombies a little bit more. Now there's also in our rules, there's like the necromantic kind of zombies. So like if you have some sort of necromancers or maybe some super science that is able to reanimate the dead, you got that. But on a wide, on a major scale, it's this weird, for some reason the world has changed. You got to get HTTPs on your site, my guy. Man, I don't even know what that means. My blog has guys. So if you go to WWII.com, that's my blog that I've been doing for 20 fucking years or 10 years, 20, 10, whatever, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is. And there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands and billions of fucking, there's over a million, there's several million hits on or over anyway. It's active. I mean, it's not active. People aren't talking, but I get a lot of hits on that thing. And I post everything that I do on there. But there's a lot of battleground Weird World War II stuff up on there that different kind of vehicles and weapons and expanded rules for terrain and weather and infrared and mechanical walkers, different suits. And so if you guys want to check out some of that, you can go over there too. It's all free. Now be warned, it's got everything in it. There's fucking porn, there's exploitation cinema, and there's all that shit on there that's all related to World War II or Weird World War II. It's in there. So, beware. But most of it, is pretty mild. But let me so on my Facebook has banned weirdworldwar2.com. I don't know fucking why. They say it's an invasive fucking site, and they banned it from fucking Facebook. So I can't fucking put any of my links to my blog on Facebook. But here, I'll put weirdworldwar2.com. There's my blog, guys. So you swing over there, and and I've got links to free movies, free comics, novels, everything. I mean, I think I got over 700 movie entries in that thing. I mean, we're talking from propaganda, World War II, training films to World War II porno. It's all in there. And so you guys can just go crazy. Got all the great classics, and most of them are links to where you can watch them for free. But there's some stuff that like Saving Private Ryan, I couldn't find a place to watch that for free. But Inglourious Basterds, the original one, you can there's a link for that, and then all those crazy exploitation films in the 60s and 70s. There's links to that shit. So, and there's a lot of the drive-in World War II movies and stuff are all there too. So. Should give you it's a cool site, man. I've really put my blood, sweat, and tears in that thing, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that this summer. I'm gonna try to get that my rule book situated so you guys can download it and use Battleground Weird World War II rules, because they're a lot of fun. They're a little chunky, they're a little crunchy. But it's not overly done. It's not like fucking playing Advanced Squad Leader or goddamn Starfleet Commander.
There's a lot of rules.
There are, but there's a lot of shit you can do. There's nothing that you cannot do in the game. You can do fucking anything you want. Anything. You can role play. You can dig a foxhole. I mean, and it's somewhat realistic in the mechanics of the game. So it's there's some realism to it. So I think it's fun. It's over the years of me just fucking developing and all that stuff. Oh man, so the signal's wonking out. Shit, it's probably on my side, dude. We got a bunch of storms over here right now, I think, and then it was pretty low tech here. You can. Let's do that. So let's say you're a GI in a foxhole, and you want to tie a zombie's shoelaces together. Okay. First of all, I would say you'd have to make a gut check, which is basically their morale. And let's say this guy's a green guy, and he's being, let's still modify his morale, his gut check to make it harder. So like if he fails, he won't do it. But if he succeeds, he's like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then you just roll a skill check, and that'd be an action worth of, whatever. As he like ties the shoelaces of the zombie. And then there you go. That's the process of doing it. But in our Weird World War II, in our Weird World War II rules for zombies. Okay, so this is the kicker, guy. There's two different zombies in Weird World War II. You've got the decaying dead, and you got the recently deceased. Okay, so the recently deceased, obviously, they just died. They haven't been dead for very long, and depending on how they died, a lot of their faculties are still working. So they can smell, they can hear, they can see, and they can run. And they can run faster than a normal human and not very much more. But the reason why is they're not worried about injury. So they're just booking as fast as they can. They're not worried if they're going to trip. They're not worried if they're going to fall on a foxhole. They don't give a shit. They're just going right to their target. So there's that little bit extra movement. So in this situation, the guy in the foxhole, more than likely, the zombie already knows he's there. So if the recently deceased or the decaying dead are zombies that have been dead for a while, they're rotting. There's not much left on them, and they're your shamblers. They can barely move, and their eyes are gone. Their senses don't work. But in Weird World War II, in Battleground Weird World War II, there's zombies have this thing called a zombie sense, and whatever it is, some mystical means. So within a certain range, zombies are.
Do all this.
No, I'm just talking about like the rules, like what just this one instance. It gives me a chance to just talk about the rules. Mel just bitching the bitch. God, he did. I told him how to tie the shoelaces, but I'm saying he probably wouldn't have been able to do it because the zombie would have known he was there, and the zombie's coming at him. You can still do it, but like the zombie anyway. So the zombie probably knows he's there in the foxhole, even though he doesn't see him. He's probably walking towards him. That's why the zombie's even there. And, then you got fucking close combat. He's tying the shoelace, and the zombie's like, Rrr. But yeah. So there you go. And close combat's a lot of fun. It's different. It kind of uses the Islands of Glory close combat rules for Battleground when they did where you can dive, you can dodge, like the defender can block or dive out of the way of the attack. And if they have actions left, they can engage in close combat with like their close combat weapon, or they can shoot as the enemy engages in closer. And then like the attacker has options depending on how many actions they have or whatever left. So it can get a little crunchy, but it's more like cinematic. It's a lot more fun. But anyway. But yes, you can tie a zombie shoelaces together, and then he'll trip. Yeah. So let's say he ties the fox, or he ties the shoes, and the zombie for some reason doesn't see him. Right. So how that would work is the zombie would make a skill check, and let's say it's the decaying dead, so his faculties are really shitty. So it'd be like a 1/4 skill check, right? And so he rolls he rolls high. Remember, 1s are good in my game and 20s are bad. It's a D20 system. So he rolls a 19. So he's going to trip, right? Because they worked. He trips. Now you're just going to roll the artillery dice, the scatter dice, and see which way he trips. So he can trip into the foxhole, or he can trip outside the foxhole, or whatever. So what these games do, man, it's not this like block a troop, you lose 3, block a troop, lose 3, here's your dice roll. It's like a fucking movie, or if it's like a comic book. Each character, each miniature is like can do almost anything. Anything. You can pilfer, like, you just killed a Nazi with a MG42, and your guy runs up and picks it up. So he spends an action to move forward to get to the dead German. Then he spends an action to get the weapon. Okay, so that's the turn. There's 2 actions usually per person. And then the next turn, it's all random initiative, so you don't know who's going to go first. But let's say he has the MG42 on it, right? And he just opens up on the Germans, with their own weapons. Now, if it's advanced weaponry, or like maybe it's some sort of high tech, or it's maybe the German IR system or something that he hasn't been trained with, there's a small penalty for him to do an untrained. It's called an untrained penalty, because he's not quite sure how this weapon works. And it's kind of him like fumbling with it to see if he can get it to work in the way that he needs to before whatever. So it's like that. But when you get the rules down, it goes quick because you just know those modifiers and you just play, and it's so much fun. It's just, it's like the last game we played, we're all screaming and yelling because it's a blast. There's people falling off the building. I blew one of Mel's men off, and he bounces, and he that's a little cinematic, but it's a lot of fun.
Burnt my hero alive.
Oh, dude, Bo from Bo Paints. He burnt up her Japanese superhero. Stretch it no more. He took a Molotov to the. No, how did he actually? I shot the. Okay, so this is another awesome thing about Battlegrounds. So like when people die, they don't like just vanish. Their bodies are on the fucking ground, right? So I think one of my guys were able to shoot, because these Molotovs were lit, right? And they got killed before they had a chance to throw them by the stretcher. So that Molotov was sitting there on the ground lit. And one of the other guys was able to shoot the Molotov, and it blew up. Like, it splattered, and it got all over the stretcher. It burned his ass up. See? Can't have that kind of shit in bolt action, man. Nope. Or chain of command. It just doesn't work. Oh, hell yeah. See, these are great games for like Commando. I wouldn't play any bigger than platoon level unless you know the rules. I played company level before on a huge table. Me and another guy, we knew the rules really well, and it went flawless, man. We didn't have any. I mean, it was long but it was so much fun, dude. You got guys, and the vehicle rules are fantastic. Each crewman have actions. So like, while you're doing an action of moving the vehicle, the gunner's doing an action of loading the main gun, and then the gunner's like shooting his coax, and then like the radio operator, whole gunner is either shooting his MG, or he's talking to the battalion commander or whatever the fuck. He's talking to the battalion commander or whatever the fuck, and the commander's looking out his periscope or whatever. So it's a lot of fun, man. Surrounded by hell yeah, dude. They get drunk and prank the zombies they kill till they get killed. Hell yeah. we have some fun games, man. You can do anything. You can make booby traps. So like Mel, what was that one game? So like Mel, the last game we played, the stretcher, right? I made just some generic rules for this Japanese superhero that basically had the abilities of Mr. Fantastic. So he could like stretch himself, and he was like bulletproof because his body can like ricochet the bullets or whatever. But I told her, okay, so listen, this is what this guy does, and I'm not gonna make a rule for every fucking possibility. So just tell me what you want to do. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll like come up with some fucking modifiers or whatever, and we'll just play it.
And it will fail.
It didn't fucking fail. You did that big old like, you stretched your arms around, you grabbed my squad together, and you smashed them together. And then she turned one of her hands into a giant fucking mallet, and she went boom, 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 boom. That's what she told me. She said, "This is what I'm gonna do. So what do I need to roll?" And I just told her, "This is what you need to roll." And then she did it, and it was all successful. It was fucking awesome. Ah, very cool. Dude, she wins all the fucking time. Tiki, what's up, dude? We were just talking about you, man. We're talking about needing to see some battle reports from you, dude. See what kind of format you're going to do with your battle reports. You know, it's funny. We did a show a while ago, like what's your preferred like version of battle reports when you watch on the TV, watch on net on YouTube or whatever. And I like long battle reports. And I like battle reports where you see each other. Like, the filmers are showing each other. They're talking shit. You see their remarks. They're all laughing. They get pissed off. Or that's the kind of battle reports I like. I like, because it's like you're in the game room with everybody and you're having a beer and you're throwing dice and you're having a good time. You're fucking with each other. It's great. That's the kind I like. Now there's people who like the heavily like edited, like fanciful, kind of graphical type of thing. A lot of the 40K guys do those things and they look great and all, but it's just, you lose the gaming, in my opinion. It just becomes just this kind of, and it's cool. It's a story and you want to hear it and that's fine. But I want to see the gamers. I want to get to know these guys. I want to get to know, how they play and when they fuck up. And I like the long games. Oh, dude, I hear you, brother. Fucking, I pulled 12-hour days every shift. And every 2 weeks we flip from day to night and then night to day every 2 weeks. And it is fucking brutal. It is brutal. Oh, you go to school for dude. Damn. Woo, man. Yeah, that's a formula for no gaming right there. So are you in Texas, dude? I want to say you said you were down in San Antonio. I don't know. That might have been somebody else. I want to say that you were a Texan. I couldn't remember if you were a Texan, Tiki. If you are, dude, I am Texan. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay. Because I remember you had said something about being in Texas. I'm like, shit, if you're fucking close, dude, we need to get together and throw down some fucking weird war, dude. I'll play K-47. I've played it a bunch of times. I need to do some K-47. The only reason I haven't played I have a rule in on the channel is like, if I don't have a physical copy of the rule book, I'm not going to play it. It's just because I don't do like the rules on the phones or the internet, because I don't learn it that way. I need the book in my hand and flip it around, show it or whatever. It's just a weird rule, but that's just what I do. I just don't have the K-47. I have them on PDF, but I just don't have them in physical form. And they're so fucking expensive, man. I can't find them, relative like $30 a book, if not more. And I'm just like, ooh, that's steep for a poor bastard like me. But yeah, I saw your video about your the Tiger X. Is that rail tech or is that like a laser tech? I can't like laser technology on those. I can't remember if I think the rail tech, shit, that might be the Japanese. No, the Japanese use sonic stuff, right? I think they also use rail stuff. Rail, okay, it is rail. Mel's playing Skyrim and she's like talking to the screen, like, get out of my way, bitch. Okay, so the Germans do the magnetics. I like the okay, so the Russians are doing sonic. I thought they were doing electric. I guess that might be the Americans, the Tesla stuff. It's been, I'm pretty ignorant on the actual like story of. I know the gist about the rift after the bombs or whatever, and the tech coming forth somehow. But other than that, I'm not really engaged. That's why your channel is gonna be great when you start doing that background stuff. Yeah, Tesla's American. Yeah. I dig the Japanese, like the phasing where they phase through shit. That's pretty cool. I have to admit that I'm not a big fan of the walkers in K47. The designs I'm not a big fan of. But the rules are good. I mean, the bolt action system is it's solid, and I think the modifications that they did to the system makes bolt action a hell of a lot better game. I don't know why they didn't make that into bolt action second edition. Just use the K47 stuff. I mean, you could take out the monsters and the super tech, but use the like reactionary mechanics and stuff would have been cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some of your battle reports. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, so if you don't know, Tiki the Hut has a weird World War II channel that concentrates on the Warlord Games K47 game. So he does a bunch of shorts and a bunch of videos talking about, the units and the vehicles and their goods and bad points and whatever. So give him some love. Check it out. He's a cool Weird War weirdo. He's new to the Weird War group. So we gotta plug. We're all Weird War weirdos here. But yeah, so yeah, finding time to game is always a challenge, dude. Family and a lot of people get stuck, in those gaming wastelands, man. There's just no one, that's a big thing with me here is that no one plays Weird War 2. I'll get gamers playing at the cons, the conventions. But the guys that in the Austin area, Austin Waco is where I'm at, Central Texas. No one's interested in it. No one's interested in it. There might be some interest in K47, but nobody has any armies for it. They're all into the historicals or 40K, kind of the big box stuff. But so it's kind of a bummer. But when I go to the cons, my games are pretty popular at the cons, so that's a lot of fun. But just going to the local, the local game shop, it's all 40K and Warlord stuff, which is fine. But you can only play so much bolt action, dude. God, that shit gets so boring, in my opinion. And 40K, I mean, I quit. 40K, I quit in second edition, man, because it just fucking the missions were just generic, and I want story and stuff in my gaming. Oh man, I'd love to go to Adepticon, but shit, dude, I don't think it's hard. It'd be hard for us to get up there. I got kids and stuff, and my work, my work schedule is a fucking nightmare. But you gotta work to buy these damn toys. Hopefully that we'll play with us someday. You better shit spend so much money on these things. But yeah, I'm Jones to be. So I don't know. You came in late, Tiki. What's your real name, dude? If you don't, if you want to keep it a secret, that's cool. But so Tiki, I got so Dragon Bait Minis hooked us up with some. It's called Ike's Angels, and they're kind of they're Weird War Zeke. Okay, nice to meet you, man. So they're my cameras suck, but they're like Weird War characters. Here, female. They're all female. So there's a female Brit, in North Africa. And we got a female Dane. So they're a bunch of little super, kind of characters. There's a kangaroo, punching kangaroo, and there's a little koala bear. So anyway, but yeah, they're a lot of fun. But they also make Japanese. I know you're big into. I want to say you're big into Japanese. They have a bunch of Japanese zombies, which I guess Warlord makes some Japanese zombies. Now I think of it, but also Brother Vinny. That's one of our sponsors. They make some badass resin Japanese zombies too. Pretty cool. Some of them are pilots, a pilot, a down pilot. They got different arms you can put on them and stuff. Here's one of the Dragon Bait. They're medals. But my camera's shit. But yeah. But swing over to Dragon Bait Minis. You might see some cool shit. There's a lot, man. I tell you, guys, we live in the golden age of gaming. And, with 3D printing, if you have access to a 3D printer, hell, even if you don't, a lot of guys that have 3D printers will print your shit up for very little, which is awesome. Because I mean, shit, they get you send them the STLs, and they got the STLs, but and you can get like if you're into Dust, Dust is a great weird World War II game. A lot of guys are making Dust stuff on 3D printers or on the STL files, and for free. If you go to Colts, just look at like Dust. There's some fantastic walkers and like vehicles and units and shit like that. Oh yeah, the Manica zombie. Those are great. Those make great. With Tiki masks. That's awesome. Tiki zombies. That's cool. So these Tiki are these like Hawaiian? Like good guy zombies? Or are these like Tiki just like your name, but they're like Japanese? Oh, okay. Oh, dude, yeah. So yeah, because you're doing like a bunch of Dust stuff, right? So oh yeah, there's some great stuff on Colts that has all the Dust. Now, what's the other one I'm on? There's another one that isn't as good. Some of those guys are charging some steep prices for some of that stuff. Yeah, Sean, check out his stuff. It's got some good stuff. He's got some other stuff coming down the pipe too. So, oh yeah, so that's right. I got the M8 Greyhound. Man, those were nice. They did a good job with that. I mean, there was very little issues with those Greyhounds. They came out fantastic. I got them all the free ones that guy did. I can't remember that guy's name. I need to write his. I need to do a proper like intro to that guy because he really fucking put some shit together. Yeah, the M8s turned out good. The 50s on those things look fantastic with the big old and an aircraft drum, the big magazine. It's pretty sweet looking. But yeah, I got them all. I got all those STL. I got shit. I got a bunch of STL files. I just need to print that shit out. A buddy of mine sending me he got a free 3D printer from one of the big companies, like the latest thing, and he's gonna give me his 3D printer. Like it's just like the one just down from the big one. So he's gonna hook me up with that, which is awesome. But I don't know shit about them, man. I don't know nothing about these printers. So it's gonna be a fucking learning curve trying to figure out how to print all this stuff up. But I'm excited. I'm ready to do, man. I don't have a garage and then I don't know. We'll have to figure out a way to do it. Mel's like, don't worry, baby. I'll figure it out for you. She's pretty mechanically inclined, which is awesome. She knows she's got all the tools and the talent. But yeah. So I'm trying to think the next game we're gonna play. I think we're gonna try to do another. We've got one more Chinese and Japanese game to do in the Battle of Beiping. And I think we're going to do one more of that, and then it's going to advance a little bit further in our game. I think it's going to be Shanghai next. So that's going to be some heavy urbanized conflict between the Japanese and the Chinese. And it's going to be with the Chinese, the German trained Chinese. So, and ours is a little bit different. Our Weird World War II in China. It's so funny. I've got this big timeline, and I've got all these. I need to fucking make some like history, like so you guys know what the fuck is going on in the narration. But the Germans have been pushing in China for a while, for probably like 10 years or so, and even the Czechoslovakia has opened up a Skoda factory in China. So the Chinese have access to the F-35T, which is what the VZ-35, whatever the Czechs call it. So they actually have some armor, and they're being equipped with some of the early German stuff as well. So like the 222s and the fucking Panzer 1s and 2s. So the Chinese aren't as denied armor as they are historically. And the split between the CCP and the KMT is actually forming a lot faster than it did historically. So when the Soviets come into play in World War II, you've got China backed by Germany, and then you got another part of China backed by the Soviets. Woo! You got also, and then you got the Japanese in the mix, and whatever else is happening. So it should be a lot of fun. So, but yeah, look for that. That'd be pretty cool. Woo. Tell you, man, China is something else to read about during World War II. Swing by Adam's Wargaming China. He is a fucking nut about the stuff, and he knows his shit. And he really goes into like uber detail in that campaign, you know, in that theater. So if you don't, and he doesn't just like read book. I mean, he's like going to the fucking like. This guy like does his research. Like he's going to like newspaper microfilms. He's going to like the, you know, the like. Going to companies like research, you know, that were in the air. Look at that shit. My youth when I was 18, guys. I was one of those guys. I had a buddy that was a tattoo artist. Nerd. I don't even play this shit anymore. let that be a lesson. But all right, guys. So it's been about an hour. I don't want to just ramble because Mel hates that shit. She's like, you're just rambling. Stop rambling. You're driving everybody crazy. But I appreciate everybody coming by. Tiki, looking forward to seeing what you got next. Nerd, always love your stuff, man. Looking forward to all that kick-ass stuff. Sean, check out that Dragon Maid stuff, man. It's pretty sweet. Tell them that you World War II Droid too. Brian, thanks for swinging by. HS, I appreciate it, bud. You're always welcome from the wastes of Canada, from Alaska. Excuse me, Alaska. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, I will bid you adieu until next time. Hey, if you guys have any ideas about like topics about World War II, I mean, this is like Weird War Wednesday, like 48 or some shit, man. I need some help with some fucking subjects. So just throw them in the comments, or go to like the YouTube group and just, you know, put your suggestions for some topics, and we'll run with it. Okay. All right, guys. Looking forward to see what all you guys have, you know, coming up next on the blog. Don't be afraid to go to the YouTube, the Facebook group, and plaster your Weird War II shit over there so the rest of the Weird War weirdos can check it out, man. Links, you can link your shit, your products or whatever. Just make it Weird War II. All right, guys, whatever you do, it's crazy mixed up world. You keep it weird. All right, guys, take it easy.